Hi, my name is Tanya and I'm a sewaholic. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so Tanchi. I have another mix video today for you because I have been making loads of garments the past few weeks, and the last video I uploaded was my UK fabric haul, and I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I have sewn up one of the fabrics I got in the UK, but most of all I have sewn other fabrics, and I thought about what to film for you, and then I decided a mix video would be quite cool because I am slowly but surely starting to work on some more like festive makes or also wintry makes. And these are, I mean, they are also technically wintry, but they could also count as autumnal makes. So I decided this would be my last autumn makes video of 2024, and then I will be going into sewing more for winter and the festive season, and I can share that with you. So yeah, I also got, I think, one more fabric since I arrived from the UK back in Austria, but I will definitely share that with you in a Friday Sews video or maybe a Sunday sewing catch up. But I really hope that I will be able to stick to my is it every 2 weeks posting schedule, maybe more if I have the time, but most of the time I will probably stick to that, just because the festive season is also very busy all the time. So I'm not really convinced that I will be able to film more. But now, before I start to ramble on for about 10 minutes, I will start by telling you what I have made. And the first thing is one that I am wearing, and it is a Mila Jumper by Tammy Handmade. But I did some hacking on this pattern. Yeah, I basically cut the sleeve piece in two, and then I added a little black ruffle in the middle of the sleeve, so where my elbow is approximately, and then also at the dropped shoulder seam, and I did that on both sides. I used a very thick sweater knit fabric for the main fabric, and this I got online from Stoffe Hemmers in Germany. Then I got some not really color matching ribbing from my local fabric store, and this is a cotton poly mix, like a poplin weight black fabric, which I used for the ruffles. And then I also added a hemband at the bottom, and the pattern I think doesn't have any it doesn't have a hemband, and it also doesn't have cuffs at the sleeves, so that's also what I added to it. Am I happy about it? It's not my favorite garment, but I wore it today for work with just basic black trousers I also made. But the fabric is a bit stiff for my liking, and what I don't really like is the Mila Jumper has a dropped shoulder, which I really do like, but then it goes into quite a slim sleeve, and that's not really the look I wanted to create with this kind of jumper with the ruffles. But yeah, I should have known that before probably and chosen a different pattern to hack, because I I would have had some in my stash, in my pattern stash, I guess. But yeah, I didn't want to buy a completely new pattern because this is inspired by one that I saw online, but I thought I could just hack one of the patterns I already have. And in general, I'm a very big fan of the Mila Jumper. I just tend to add the cuffs at the sleeves, and then in this case also at the hem. Yeah, so that's about everything I can talk to you about on this one. And then I will just start from the back. This is another jumper, and I got quite a few of those. I made in the last month, I would say, and it is a McCalls pattern, which I have somewhere here. It is the McCalls MH240, and I made view B, so that's it. And I wanted to make that one for quite a while. I got it free with a sewing magazine last year, and I finally got around to sew it up in this fabric I got in Vienna also a year ago, and it must be some kind of cotton poly mix, almost like a true knit fabric. What I don't really like is that it's full of fluff also, but it does start to bubble up a bit. And I have worn it once, and yeah, it came out of the washing like this, so I think it is not the best quality fabric, but I didn't pay a lot for it, so that's fine. It's basically a wearable toile of this pattern, which I do really like. I made the size XS, and yeah, I think it is quite on trend with the, what do you call it, the polo neck vibe going on here, and it looks also quite smart tucked into trousers or jeans for work, and my mom really liked it as well. I think I will make this pattern again, but I don't really have a fabric in mind at the minute that I want to make it out of. And even if I don't get around to making it this year or the next year, I think this one is quite a classic, and the pattern will definitely stay in my collection, but I don't feel the urge to sew it up very soon. And also, by the way, if I have pictures of me wearing the garments, I will definitely insert them, but it may well be that I don't have pictures of all of these makes. The next one is one that I have surprisingly worn a lot, and it is my very first Bertha cardigan by Tilly and the Buttons. It is from one of her books, and I don't remember if it is the stretch book or the Make It Simple book, I think, but everything will also be linked down below. I made a size 4, and I would have fit, I think, into the size 1 to 2, but I wanted to have it more oversized because I thought about making it out of this velour, black velour fabric that I got at a charity shop 1.5 years ago, I think. And I wanted it to be something I could just throw on top of my loungewear or pajamas and be a bit more cozy at night. I chose cuffing for the sleeves, and then I just did the rest of the hemband and the collar band. I just made out of the velour fabric. And surprisingly, as I said, I have worn this one quite a lot, just because I have been wearing it basically on top of my pajamas every night. And I wear pajamas every night to bed, and I need something on top to keep me warm before I get under the covers. So I tend to wear a cardigan or a sweater or something, and I wore this quite a lot. I think it wouldn't be something that I would necessarily wear out, not because I think it's not nice, but it is just it's not my style. And also in the velour fabric, it is a bit like, it reminds me of all the juicy couture garments that have been around in the 90s or in the early 2000s. I'm not sure, but yeah, and that always screams to me loungewear. So this wouldn't be really something I would wear outside. If it would have been in a sweater knit or a cotton jersey maybe, then yes, but not this way. But that doesn't really matter because I wear it at home a lot. And yeah, I really do like it. And I am also not opposed to sewing the Bertha up again in the future, but it is not a pattern that I would describe as really Tanya-like or as really my style, but I just had the book, I had the pattern, and I wanted to try it out because quite a lot of people in the sewing community really enjoy it. And yeah, I can totally understand that, and I think it can be a very nice piece. Also, what I don't really like are cardigans that hit or that stop around my waist. I prefer longer line cardigans that I can really cuddle into as wearing outside pieces. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just a personal preference. And then the next jumper, and no, it's not the last one, but the next one is a Nela Jumper by Bara Studio. And this is my second one. If you have watched my last video, you will have seen it. I wore this on my trip to the UK, and I really do love it. I wear it also in the evenings around the house, but it is a great throw on over the top and go outside hiking or going for a walk kind of jumper, for me at least. And yeah, I made it out of this very, very beautiful teddy fabric that I also got at Stoffe Hammers, where I got this one from. I ordered these two fabrics there, and I just love the color combination. And then I added a pink zipper. I ordered also a pink elastic, and then I added these stoppers, the red stoppers here. And yeah, you can cinch it in at the waist. I made the cropped version, so it's not cinch it in at the waist, at the hips. I made the cropped version, and it sits on my hips, as I said, and that is my preferred length. I do lengthen the arms a bit. They would be too short otherwise for me. I have, I think, a bit longer arms than average, but most of the sleeve pieces fit me anyway, so I guess these are a bit shorter. And yeah, then I also added, I will try to show you, a cute little label from what Vicky made, I think. And it says, "Keep growing." Yeah, and this is it from the back. I really, really love this piece, and it's just a very happy color combination for the cooler and grayer days of autumn and winter, and I wouldn't necessarily wear it out to work, for example, but as I said, for hiking or for lounging around the home, it is the perfect feel-good, colorful, joyful garment. Yes. Okay, on to the next two pieces, and these are made out of the suiting fabric I got at Rainbow Fabrics when I was in England. And it is 50%, no, it is 45% wool and 55% polyester, or something like that. And it is a perfect suiting fabric if you ask me. And I decided to make a little two-piece set, and I went for the I think it is called the Pompon vest, or what is it called? I think I have the pattern somewhere here. They call it a Pompon Gilet, I think. And this is a free pattern by Maison Wolf. And of course, Cara from So Mad made me aware of this because she's a Maison Wolf ambassador, and she really loves the patterns. And it's so nice to watch her being so enthusiastic about the patterns. And yeah, I decided, because this is a free one, I will try it out. And I thought, or I honestly have to say, I'm very impressed, especially because it is free. I made the smallest size. It is a super detailed, beautiful gilet. It has this, what would you call it, a buckle detail in the back where you can cinch it in. It has these starts here. I lowered the neckline a bit, and I should have lowered it even more because I wanted it to sit a bit lower on me. And it is fully lined. It came together so nicely. The instructions were good. I think in terms of like the layout of the instructions, there are pattern companies I prefer because it's a bit more structured, in my opinion. But they were really understandable and very good. And yeah, I lined it with this viscose fabric I got from Selfmade, and these are just scraps or leftovers from my skirt project. I added a little Kylie and the Machine label I got in England, and it fits me very nicely. What I would do in the future is maybe take in the sides a bit and lower the neckline more, but otherwise the darts sit exactly where they should, and it is a beautiful pattern, and it is free, which is amazing. I will definitely make this again, and I'm already thinking about making one in leopard print fabric, because I saw, I think she's called Betty so and so on Instagram, and I love her style. She does a lot of leopard print as well, and I saw her wearing a little gilet in leopard print, and then she had matching like jeans or trousers on, and it looked fabulous. And that's when I decided I need a gilet in a leopard print, and I will probably make a matching skirt with it. But yeah, I will definitely use this pattern again because it is amazing, and it will also be linked down below. And then to go with the gilet, I made one more pair of Kenza Trousers by Fiber Mood. This time I didn't do the turn up at the bottom. I just hemmed, or I did a blind hem for this pair. And I made the size 32, I think, again. What I will have to do next time is probably, I took some, I think I took about 1.5 centimeters out of the rise here, because that's the normal adjustment I have to do with trousers, but I think I took out a bit too much. And especially also in the back, the trousers now sit very, very snug and very high. But it does definitely, the set does definitely fit me. And I wore these two pieces for work with just a black Freya turtleneck underneath. And I got a compliment from my boss, and yeah, that was very nice. And I really felt very good in this outfit, which I honestly didn't expect, because I was not sure if I am the kind of girl who could pull off a gilet, but it felt very good. hence I am planning to make definitely another one. Yeah, that's that. Then on to something I wanted to make for quite a while, and it is the Mile End Sweatshirt by Closet Core. I got the printed pattern version in England as well, and then I traced out the view with the crossover neckline and the hood, and I got myself a just plain blue cotton jersey at my local fabric store because I love Sweaty Betty workout clothes. And I ordered in a sale a beautiful pair of yoga leggings, which is leopard print, but blue tones, very similar to this, and a bit of a gray tone, I think, and black. And I wanted to also get in the sale a after workout hoodie, which looked very similar to this one, in the perfect blue color to go with the leggings, but it was sold out by the time I could order. So I decided to make one myself, and I knew that the Mile End sweatshirt looked very similar. So I made it, and I am very, very happy with it. It is super cool. It came together very nicely. I did most of it on my overlocker. I think I made the size, is there a size 4? I think there is a size 4. Yes, 0, 2, and 4. And I wanted it to be a bit more oversized because I would have technically fell into the size 0, the size 2, and the size 4 for different measurements of my body. And I just decided to go for the size 4 overall. Just I did the smallest version of the hood, the size 0, because I know I want my hoods to be quite small. I have a very small head. But next time I will probably size down to the size 2. That will be more than enough. But yeah, I really do like it. I used my twin needle on my Pfaff. What is it? The 160-year anniversary Quilt Ambition 635 machine, which I got nearly a year ago, but it was the first time I used a twin needle with it. And I am very impressed with the result. You can see it here, the top stitching on the kangaroo pocket, and also the top stitching or the stitching down of the neckline. And I think it looks super professional. Everything else is has been done on my overlocker, so it was quite a speedy make. The Mile End has a yoke here in the back, and then it has a super interesting 2-piece sleeve with these darts where your crook of the arm or the elbow sits, and it is quite cropped. Honestly, maybe a bit too cropped for me. I'm not sure yet, but for after workout, it is perfectly fine. What I will definitely have to do next time is lengthen the arms, because I think they technically sit correctly, but I prefer my sweatshirt arms to be, sweatshirt sleeves to be very long, because I want to cuddle up in my sweatshirts, and for that I definitely have to lengthen the arms. But yeah, I think it's a super cool style, and in this quite lightweight fabric, it is the perfect garment to throw on over my workout top after having been to yoga, for example. And I'm super excited to wear it when I will really go to yoga, because up to now I have only worn it at home, but I do wear leggings or workout leggings mostly on Sundays and sometimes also Saturdays. So this will definitely get quite a lot of wear, I think. And then the last garment is the one I made last as well, and it is a skirt. which I made from this beautiful brocade jacquard fabric. I got it self-made, and it is a bit of a experiment, and I can't really give you a pattern for it because I used a kind of a basic half circle skirt, and then I just added a waistband. And what I did then is I decided to line it with the same fabric I used on my sleeve ruffles. I had quite a lot of that left, like here, and I made the lining. For the lining, I made the same skirt but narrower and shorter. So I had to gather the main skirt at the bottom, and then I sewed it right side to the lining, and that creates this almost like balloon shape at the bottom. And then I added an invisible zipper here at the back. I hope you can see. I had to do a bit of thinking and debating with myself how to put in the zipper with the lining and then add the waistband as well, but in the end it came together quite nicely. The only thing is that it is quite snug, so it fits around my waist and I can close it and it's fine, but I have worn it on Monday, I think, to work, and as soon as I have drunk, I think, yeah, I drank some water basically. I drank some water and I drank some tea and I had some snacks at work, and it became quite tight at the waist, which I don't really like because it's just not comfortable wearing garments that are that tight around my waist. And I should definitely make it a bit bigger the next time. But all in all, it is definitely a wearable garment, and it is quite a fancy one. And it could also be one that I could wear to a holiday party. There are a few coming up, as always. I love holiday parties, festive gatherings, and with the shiny fabric, I think this could be one that would look very nice with a beautiful blouse on top maybe, or just a basic like turtleneck or something. That's how I wore it to the office as well. Yeah, also quite a successful make, and I have to say the one I'm wearing at the moment is probably my least favorite, just because of the sleeves not really being as I wanted them to be. And the fabric is just, it's very warm, but it's just a bit too stiff. Also, the neckline doesn't really lay that flat because it's just a bit too stiff, but maybe it will also become just a sweater to wear around the house, but I felt quite comfortable in it today at the office. That is everything I made. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would be very happy if you left me a little comment or a thumbs up. And of course, if you do subscribe, I am super grateful for that because my community is ever growing and I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a lovely week full of sewing time, and I'm very looking forward to seeing you very soon. Take care, guys. Bye!